In this question, there is a ball of mass m which is moving with a velocity of 20 meters per second towards a large wall that is moving with a velocity of 5 meters per second towards the ball, and they collide elastically, and we have to find out the velocity of the ball just after the collision. So in these kind of questions, we have to assume the fact that the wall will be moving with the same velocity in the same direction as it was moving before the collision. Due to the fact that wall is such a massive object, such that the collision impact would not alter its velocity. So the value of E is given as 1, and this is V relative after collision, and divided by V relative before collision. So after collision, the relative velocity, let's suppose the ball will be moving in the reverse direction with some velocity V dash. So the relative velocity of ball with respect to wall after collision is V dash minus V, and before collision it was V naught plus V, and this is equal to 1. So V dash is equal to 2V plus V naught. So V dash will be equal to 2, and V is 5 and V naught is 20. So this is 30 meters per second. So the correct option will be option number A. Now let's move on the next question. In this question, there is a ball of mass m which is moving with velocity v, and it strikes a massive wall of which is moving with velocity u towards the ball. The collision between wall and the ball is perfectly elastic and the time for which the collision lasted is delta t. So in these kind of questions, we have to consider the fact that wall is so huge and so heavy, so that the collision will have no impact on its velocity, and the wall will continue to move with the same velocity before and after the collision. So the value of E here is 1, because it is given as the elastic collision, and the E, coefficient of restitution, is the relative velocity after collision divided by the relative velocity before collision. So the relative velocity after collision can be calculated by the fact that, let's suppose the ball is moving with a velocity of v dash after collision, and hence the relative velocity will be v dash minus u, and before collision the relative velocity will be v plus u, and this is equal to 1. So v dash minus u is equal to v plus u, and therefore v dash is equal to v plus 2u. So this is the velocity of the ball after collision, v dash, which is equal to v plus 2u. Now we have to find out the average elastic force which is acted on the ball. Now the force is obviously F is equal to the change in momentum upon time taken. The time taken is given as delta t, and the initial momentum of the ball was m into v, let's suppose in I cap direction, and the final momentum of the ball was m into v dash in minus I cap direction, where v dash is equal to v plus 2u. So P final is equal to m v plus 2u minus I cap. So the change in momentum is final momentum minus initial momentum, and therefore the final momentum is minus mv minus 2mu, and the initial momentum was mv upon delta t. So the force acted on the ball is 2 mv plus 2 mu upon delta t. This is the average. I've taken the magnitude, and this is the average force acted upon the ball. So the correct option is option number B. Now we have to find out the change in kinetic energy of the ball. Now the initial kinetic energy of the ball was half mv square, and the final kinetic energy of the ball is half m into v plus 2u whole square. So the change in kinetic energy or the increment in kinetic energy is k final minus k initial, which is half m and v square plus 4u square plus 4 uv minus v square. So this is 2m into u square plus uv, and this is 2mu into u plus v. So this is the change in kinetic energy or the increase in kinetic energy, which is also the option number C. So the option number D, which is the kinetic energy of the ball remains same after the collision, is incorrect. So let's move on the next question.